Alrighty, beautiful, wonderful people. Welcome back. I am Justin Straight, your voice actor next door who's occasionally streaming and doing awesome gaming stuff like this. Your level 1 through 12 breakdown for Circle of the Stars Druid. Let's get right into the meat and potatoes, baby. And hey, if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do, because I thank you guys so much for all the stuff you're doing on my channel. It's amazing and I love you. Bye. Now let's check out my favorite class, the Druid. Subclass-wise, yeah, I don't know if it's my favorite one, but it's one I've never gotten to play in actual D&D that I've been kind of excited about. That and there's like a Woodfire one, but that's not in this game, so hey, let's not worry about that. So I'm really excited to check it out, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, we gotta go Wood Half-Elf first. You know, to start things off. She's gonna be a badass. Love it so much. Now, level 2. This is where you get your specialization feature, your subclass. Some do it at level 3, some do it at level 1. Cleric, looking at you. Now personally, this is definitely a personal bias. The Moon Druid is overpowered. Oh, but looking at this, hey, I might be wrong. It might not be the strongest one anymore. Health increase, level 1 spell slots unlocked, a wild shape ability. What's wild shape, you might ask? You can turn into a beast of some sort. Pretty much an extra pool of health and abilities, so you don't really die a lot as a druid. It's kinda nice. You're extra chunky. And with the new druid subclass, Circle of the Stars, you also gain new abilities. So we get Star Map, a map of the stars you can use as a resource to cast Guiding Bolt. So it's pretty much free additional spell slots where you can use specific spells, i.e. Guiding Bolt, but you don't have to use any of the spell slots you have to do it. Druids don't get access to Guiding Bolt typically, so that's pretty amazing as a start to level 2. Love it. Okay, you get Starry Form. So rather than taking a beast form for your wild shape, you can expend a wild shape charge to take on a starry form. You can take on starry form Archer, Chalice, or Dragon. The Archer. A constellation of an archer appears on you. As a bonus action, while in this starry form, you can cast Luminous Arrow. Now, Luminous Arrow, you might ask, what's that? Well, it's a bonus action attack that you can do in your starry form. Shoot a luminous arrow at a target. 60-foot range, 1d8 plus 3 radiant damage. But guess what? It's a bonus action. That means you still have an action to do whatever you want, and you can do it all the time. And you can just use your action to do so many more spells. You can just launch spells like crazy. We hear druids out here just slanging those spells. Alright guys, I'm getting a little wild for this. Starry Form Chalice. A constellation of a life-giving chalice appears on you. Whenever you cast a healing spell that consumes a spell slot, you can cast Chalice Healing. What's Chalice Healing? Well, Chalice Healing is where you can heal yourself or another creature within reach. Must be used the turn it's activated, by the way. 1d8 plus 3 healing. Right after you use a spell slot to heal another creature. It's actually like another automatic free healing word. I mean, I wouldn't say automatic, it's not free, use a bonus action, but close enough, okay? There's no spell slots used. Don't at me in the comments. Starry Form Dragon, not lizard. It doesn't do that tongue thing. Did I just drop a Name That Movie inside of a video? Oh man, if you don't know, I have a series, Name That Movie. Go do it. Just go look at them. A constellation of a wise dragon appears on you. When you make a saving throw to maintain concentration on a spell, a roll result of 9 or lower is considered a 10. As a bonus action, while in the starry form, you can cast Dazzling Breath. You cannot fail concentration checks unless there's a mass damage on you. That's crazy, that's so good. And what's Dazzling Breath, you might ask? Well, Dazzling Breath is where you can spew forth a dazzling cone of stars. On save, the target still takes half damage, and it's 2d6 plus 3 radiant damage. Well, plus your proficiency modifier, not just plus 3 flat. But oh my god, wowzers, Batman! That's so nice. And of course, we will experiment with these abilities with our favorite plaything, Lae'zel. Lae'zel, what do you think? Or whatever she says. Now, first up, wild shape into starry form Archer. Okay, dazzling, beautiful, amazing, what? Bonus action, Luminous Arrow. Ooh, Dolly, that's nice. Now, you do get 2 uses here of Guiding Bolt. That's what the star map features. And that's separate from your normal spell slots, where you can also cast Guiding Bolt with this class as a level 1 spell slot. So that's pretty good. Now, Starry Form Chalice. Ooh, well, it kind of looks the same. So it doesn't look like the Starry Forms change a ton in terms of what they look like. That's kind of unfortunate. Alright, so I just healed somebody, and now I can heal myself with Chalice Healing. Pretty nice as a support class, not gonna say, that's not bad. And last but not least, Starry Form Dragon. I really do think there's a missed opportunity here. They should have at least had the initial casting of the form or transition or something where it just has it appear as the thing, like Constellation. I don't know, there's just something missing. I feel like that's unfortunately kind of a lazy way to get out of it. And they're not lazy people at Larian, so it just missed. I think it was just missed. Dazzling Breath. Ooh, pretty nasty stuff if I do say so. Whew, that's a lot at level 2. Goodness. Alright, at level 3, Health Increase. And this is all kind of standard druid stuff. Level 1 and level 2 spell slots unlocked, access to a bunch of spells. Level 4, same thing, kind of standard druid things. And guess what? New feat. Who dis? Health increased, level 2 spell slot unlocked, and a new cantrip. Alright, level 5, health increased, and you get access to level 3 spells, which are amazing. Wild Strike is a standard druid ability, so if you're in your animal wild shape and you make an unarmed attack, you can make an additional unarmed attack roll. So you pretty much get the extra attack feature in wild shape, animal wild shape specifically. There are some awesome animal wild shapes, but unfortunately you're probably going to be using, more likely at least, the starry forms more than anything else, so this might be kind of a lost feature on you. And you get an additional use of Guiding Bolt via your starry map. Okay, level 6. Health increase, level 3 spell slot, and then you get what's called a Cosmic Omen. New feature. Omens of the future that you gain from consulting the stars. They let you use your reaction to affect the outcome of certain rolls. That's very interesting, almost like a portent for the divination wizard. Cosmic Omen. Whenever you long rest, you consult the stars for a cosmic omen of weal or woe. The omen grants you the ability to increase weal or decrease woe, attack rolls and saving throws, and to increase your allies' ability checks. So rather than being like Portent where it just changes the roll, it's more like a Bless or Guidance, or Bane I guess even, where you could even decrease things. That's kind of nice. I like that. That's very interesting and super unique for a subclass for Druid. Okay, side note here, it does also look like your Dazzling Breath will increase in damage. It'll actually scale for like cantrips do. But it'll increase at level 5 to 3d6, and then again at level 10 to 4d6 plus your wisdom modifier. That's super nice. Now, I'm a little worried about the damage scaling in the alternate forms. For Circle of the Star, the Luminous Arrow unfortunately doesn't scale as it does, as well as the Dragon form does, because it actually only goes up 1d8 at level 10, not at level 5. So I think that damage scale output will be, unfortunately, pretty vast. I mean, granted, it does have a distance factor there where it has a 60-foot range, but, I mean, come on, you're still going to probably use Dragon form most of the time anyways. Now, at level 7, we do kind of go back to standard Druid things. Health increase, level 4 spells unlocked. Lots of great freaking spells here. Ice Storm, Polymorph, Wall of Fire, Conjure Woodland Beings and Minor Elementals, Dominate Beast, Grasping Vine, Ice Storm again because I like it. If you got an ice build, it's super good. Alright, at level 8, standard Druid items, but hey, you get new feats. Look at my featses. Health goes up, level 4 spell slots unlocked. At level 9, some things happen here. You get level 4 and 5 spell slots unlocked. Alright, those 5th level spells are nasty. Conjure Elementals, so good. Wall of Stone is also super nice. And then on top of that, you get some features for your Circle of Stars subclass. You You get an additional usage for Guiding Bolt via your star map. So you should have 4 total free additional usage of Guiding Bolt. And you get another usage for Cosmic Omens. So you either pick Weal or Woe up to 4 times as a reaction. Super, super good, and I think a really underrated feature for this subclass that I think come in super clutch. Okie dokies, at level 10. This is where Circle of the Star Druid really comes together, which is wild that it takes this long, but it's awesome. Health increase, get level 5 spells, improved Wild Strike. If you decide to go into more beast mode, you get 2 attacks. Now you get 3 attacks actually, which is super, super nice. A new cantrip, and Twinkling Constellations. Your starry forms are improved. The Archer's damage and the Chalice's healing are each increased by 1d8. And the dragon gains an ability to hover and to fly at a movement speed of 20 feet. What? Come on, that's awesome. Free flight, boy! If you don't want to take the little powery powers that the game gives you, this is perfect option for you. I think the Dragon Constellation is absolutely the way to go on this, assuming the enemies don't have resistances to radiant damage. So I probably wouldn't use it in the Temple of Shart, just saying. At level 11, we see standard druid items. Health increase, level 6 spell slot unlocked, and some beautiful spells like Sunbeam. Hero's Feast is the spell to go with. And finally at level 12, you get some nice feat picks and your health increases for the druid, Circle of the Stars. Now, one thing I noticed they haven't really fixed yet is jump to fly. You can't really go to fly easily without going to your radial wheel. I think it's kind of a weird thing, and side note, but nothing to do with subclasses, but it's just a weird thing they haven't really fixed in the game on console. You hit up and it goes back to jump no matter what. You can hold it and it doesn't matter. You still have to go to the radial wheel to fly. So weird little caveat thing. So, something that's bonus and awesome and I didn't know is you can interchange between the starry forms by just using a bonus action. It doesn't actually use an additional usage of Wild Shape. So your starry forms are completely separate from your beast Wild Shape forms, where you would have to actually use a Wild Shape charge to change beasts, where here you can take those 3 starry forms and interchange them as bonus actions. So you lose their specific ability on that turn, but it gives you so much more versatility that you can do. Super, super good. So, would I recommend this Starry Princess of Wonder and the Stars? Yeah, yes I would. I think it's a good subclass, especially if you want to play Druid, want to have some versatility in what you can do, you want to be ranged cool, you get Luminous Arrow, you want to be up front in the action, you got that sick blast of luminous dazzling breath. You just got to make sure you have some good armor. Weapons, of course, so that build will kind of have better effect. Wisdom Dex build kind of thing would be best, probably. But on top of that, guess what? You still have Fly Speed and Dragon Breath, so it's all awesome. I think this is a solid, just straight through subclass for 12 levels. You don't really need to multi-class with it. It's kind of good on its own. And the nice thing is everything, all the features are sprinkled out, so it's not heavy loaded in the front or heavy loaded in the back. So you can really just take those 12 levels, you're good. And you'll feel powerful the entire time. You won't feel like you're losing something by taking the full 12 levels. Whereas some subclasses are so front-loaded heavy with features, the rest of the levels kind of are underwhelming. And I would just pass on those and just multi-class into something else. So this is not one of those. The Druid still comes out with a very solid class. Big fan. Yes. Let me know what classes and multi-classes you're experimenting with in the comments. I would love to know. I love theorizing and doing theory craft and that kind of shit. Just let me know in the comments, and I appreciate you guys watching. The channel hasn't blown up or anything, but it's done so much better than I ever thought it would. So I really appreciate every single one of you. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And guess what? Clear Obscure comes out soon, and we're gonna do a full stream of it. And this is the future, and you're watching this, I'm sorry you might have missed it. But bye, I love you.